Um, I've had to read this through. If I have to do it that way, it just takes longer. When you do a live stream, it uploads automatically. So, um, as I've tried to state in videos, I'm gonna try and stay away from the drama, in regards to Mr. Corey Feldman, uh, Bobby Anderson, and whoever else is involved in this whole ordeal, because it's gonna get really intense. Um, there's one question I'd like to ask Mr. Isaac Kepi, though. I asked you about Arnold months ago via private message. I had asked you, I point blank, is Arnold involved in any of this pedophilia stuff? And you said, I don't know. Now I see tweets from you. I saw one tweet from you saying, asking Alyssa Milano to ask Arnold if he has any involvement in this. I'm gonna feel gutted if I have to find out when and if I find out that Arnold's a part of this, because he hasn't been involved in any scandals involving kids, but he's been involved in scandals involving women, with alleged groping incidents, and all of that. So I'm gonna be totally gutted if I find out that Arnold's a part of this, because Arnold was a part of making my childhood a lot more bearable. Um, I'm gonna try to do more movie reviews. I know I haven't done a whole lot in regards to that, but you know, I need to take a breather. I need to figure out how and what I'm going to talk about, because I've been doing movie reviews. I've been talking about different things involving different people, and sometimes it gets a little boring. Um, you know, and on top of that, I'm busy being a mom now, so I don't get on here as often to do videos like this. So if I'm not on here, it's not to neglect anybody. It's not to make anybody feel bad. Part of being a parent is being there for your kid, and watching them grow up, and that's what I have been doing, and I enjoy it. I enjoy being a mom. And the only thing that's sad about this is both of mine and my siblings' parents aren't here to kind of guide me through the process, which is really, really sad sometimes. And I've lost three family members in back to back, one right after the other, so I'm taking time to grieve their losses. These people were close to me. I loved them dearly, even though I didn't speak to one of them for quite some time. Um, I had to make that choice because I can't deal with people who have issues with, such as drug addiction and alcohol addiction. I can't put myself in that predicament, because I risk putting my health on the line. I did that with mine and my siblings' mom, and it did a number on me. And then when we found out that our dad was severely sick and he had to have surgery, and he died as a result of the hospital's negligence, I went to a downward spiral after that. So I'm trying to keep myself healthy, because I have a child I have to look after now, and be there for my husband and my extended family, my in-laws, so I have to take good care of myself. But when I have time, I will do more movie reviews, and talk about different stuff. I mean, I've been pretty quiet with this whole pedophilia thing. I've seen, people like Jamie try and expose people for who they truly are, and it's quite quite disgusting and sad, to be honest. I've been keeping up with Isaac and Corey Feldman, and it's not easy. I don't know, who's trying to be truthful or who's trying to up their financial gain. I know Isaac's not doing this for money. He's doing this because he wants children to be safe. Mr. Feldman, on the other hand, asks people for at one point asked people for money to make a movie, and he totally blew that on allegations of improper conduct with a young lady or a group of young women, and it went down the crapper. So here I am trying to figure this out, because this is, you know, my childhood idols. The majority of them at some point or another have been accused at one point of inappropriate behavior. So now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, who else is going to be outed? Sylvester Stallone was outed. There's no investigation pending on him. Steven Seagal had a case against him that got dropped. Arnold had women come out and accuse him of groping them. Michael has been brought up multiple times. I know people are getting sick of hearing this, but as I have said in previous videos, Michael was acquitted by a jury of his peers in 2005. For the second set of allegations, he actually went to court for that, and he was vindicated. Now that he's been dead for almost 10 years, people keep bringing him up, and it gets irritating. This man doesn't get to rest in peace. All they ever talk about, the fans of him, I'm one of them, you know, want to talk about the music. They don't want to talk about the trials and what he had to endure, because he was, you know, falsely accused of something when all he wanted to do was help. He didn't want to cause any trouble for anybody. You know, he was one of those that gave and gave and gave. You never really saw him do interviews, because the majority of the interviews he did, his words got twisted. The media would twist his words and make it sound like he was crazy or a weirdo when he wasn't. You know, and he was on the verge of trying to come back, and we lost him at age 50. Now we have artists that are trying to follow in his footsteps and do as he did, but they don't come close. And that's kind of disheartening in a way. I understand that some of them want to honor him, and that's fine, but, you know, it's really hard, and it's not always easy. But I'm going to leave this here, and I'll try and do more videos later. All right? Thanks. Bye.